Michel Platini was a three-time Ballon d'Or winner and France captain. Now he is retired from football politics. Age: 69. Jean Tigana was a key part of France's 1980s midfield. Now he is retired from coaching. Age: 69. Zbigniew Boniek was Poland's top playmaker and Juventus star. Now he works in UEFA and Polish football. Age: 69. Carlos Valderrama was Colombia's midfield maestro with iconic hair. Now he is a football ambassador. Age: 63. Enzo Francescoli was Uruguay's stylish number 10. Now he is a director at River Plate. Age: 63. Preben Elkjær was Denmark's charismatic striker in the 1980s. Now he is a football pundit. Age: 67. Michael Laudrup was Denmark's top playmaker and a Barcelona star. Now he is a coach and TV pundit. Age: 60. Ruud Gullit was Netherlands' 1987 Ballon d'Or winner. Now he is a football analyst. Age: 62. Lothar Matthäus was Germany's 1990 World Cup winning captain. Now he is a football pundit. Age: 64. Roberto Baggio was Italy's 1994 Ballon d'Or runner-up and iconic playmaker. Now he lives a quiet life focused on nature and spirituality. Age: 58. Marco van Basten was a three-time Ballon d'Or winner from the Netherlands. Now he works in football tech and media. Age: 60. Gary Lineker was England's top striker and 1986 Golden Boot winner. Now he is a BBC presenter. Age: 64. Roy Keane was Manchester United's legendary captain. Now he is a sharp-tongued pundit. Age: 53. Claudio Caniggia was Argentina's pacey winger in the 90s. Now he lives mostly away from the spotlight. Age: 58. Romario was Brazil's star striker and 1994 World Cup winner. Now he is a Brazilian senator. Age: 59. Hristo Stoichkov was Bulgaria's greatest player and 1994 Ballon d'Or winner. Now he is a TV pundit in the U.S. Age: 59. Emilio Butragueño was Real Madrid's leading striker in the 80s. Now he is a club director. Age: 61. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge was Germany's two-time Ballon d'Or winner. Now he is a football executive. Age: 69. Rinat Dzaev was the Soviet Union's top goalkeeper in the 1980s. Now he works in goalkeeping coaching. Age: 67. Jorge Burruchaga scored the winning goal in the 1986 World Cup final. Now he works in football management. Age: 62. Enzo Schifo was Belgium's talented midfielder in the 80s and 90s. Now he coaches youth players. Age: 59. Paulo Futre was Portugal's explosive winger and Ballon d'Or runner-up. Now he works as a consultant. Age: 58. Dragan Stojkovic was Yugoslavia's midfield genius. Now he is the head coach of Serbia's national team. Age: 60. Abedi Pele was Ghana's biggest football star in the early 90s. Now he promotes youth football development. Age: 60. Rabah Majer was Algeria's legend and Porto star. Now he is a football pundit. Age: 66. Chris Waddle was England's creative winger in the late 80s. Now he works as a BBC pundit. Age: 64. Gheorghe Hagi was Romania's Maradona of the Carpathians. Now he is a club owner and football coach. Age: 60. Franco Baresi was AC Milan's legendary defender in the 80s and 90s. Now he is a club ambassador. Age: 65. Thomas Nkono was Cameroon's heroic goalkeeper in 1990. Now he coaches goalkeepers. Age: 68. Fernando Hierro was Real Madrid and Spain's defensive leader. Now he works in coaching and sports management. Age: 57.